Afternoon intuitives. Today I want to talk about a topic that is not talked about a lot, but it's an important one, especially for younger INFJ males that may be listening to this or stumble across this video at some point. And it's about how we INFJ males view, the ideas of love and sex and intimacy in general different than pretty much any other group of men. And it's very difficult being late teens, early 20s, like college age INFJ male because yeah, you're not acting like the majority of other guys out there. And given how rare we are, we're about 0.5% of the population. You probably don't know anybody else like you, at least your own age. So you're wondering why am I so different than everybody else? Like, why can't I just go to the party and be like, oh, dude, she's hot. I'm gonna get her to come home with me and have sex and never talk to her again. And that's just like, why? Why would I want to do that? Like, that seems wrong. So, and to us, it is, we are not capable of casual flings or one night stands or hookups or friends with benefits or casual relationships. It's just how we're hardwired. We we need an emotional connection to somebody before we can become intimate with them. That's just the reality. And, we're always going to be that way. I don't know any INFJs who are able to overcome that, or those that tried to, just led to experiences they regret anyway. But, being honest with you guys, I have never had a one night stand. I'm 34 years old, and, the number of women that I have been intimate with in the bedroom is in the single digits, and every one of them was somebody I was in a relationship with. So, our view is kind of that of a hopeless romantic who views sex as an expression of emotions and, a way to connect to our partner mentally, physically, and spiritually. Someone we deeply care about, somebody that we want to get to know on all levels. We very much like deep conversations one on one with people. That's when we're most inclined to open up. As bad as we are with first impressions and terrible with small talk when we first meet somebody, as soon as we can let somebody in and begin to trust them, particularly somebody we're interested in romantically, our guard will go down, in a one on one conversation. And the conversation will get real deep real quick. You know. Now, the problem is, when you're younger, not everybody's looking for that, male or female. So it can be frustrating to, be out there trying to find a girl to, open up to that may just be looking for something casual because, college culture and all. And for INFJs, it's frustrating too because we'll get like laser focused on one particular person. If we have a crush on somebody, we have a crush on that person, and other people could be, hitting on us and we don't even notice because we kind of have a blind spot to that in general. Like, if somebody's hitting on us, our friends will notice it long before we do. Even if we think we notice it, we'll brush it aside and be like, nah, I'm just seeing what I want to see. And we'll overthink it to the point of where we'll talk ourselves out of it. It's very frustrating when you're younger, but it is something you have to deal with. My advice to you guys is if there's a girl you like and you get to know her a little bit and find out if she's single because that whole love triangle stuff never ends. Well, I've tried, but find out if she's single. If you do seem to get along and you think she likes you, you think she's flirting with you, just ask her out. Chances are you're probably right. If your intuition is telling you that you have a shot, you probably do. Our intuition is pretty spot on, and it works on a subconscious level. So in that respect, you have to trust your instincts and your intuition. um, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You know, don't worry about the culture and fitting in. We never fit in. That's just who we are. I mean, we're 0.5% of the population, so most people don't even know INFJs. And the girls out there who want like the hopeless romantic type who writes poetry and brings flowers for no reason and cuddles all the time and likes to cuddle not just when they're trying to get laid. Yeah, they don't think, a lot of them don't think we exist in this day and age. And you can't blame them because, again, 0.5% of the population, that's not very many people. And the odds of, meeting one that you're physically attracted to who's the right age and single and all that is pretty rare. So just be yourself. INFJs, that's my biggest, part of advice. Don't try to be somebody you're not. because we're terrible liars and we can never sustain the lie very long anyway. So just be authentic. You'll be surprised, like the charisma that you have that you think you don't, because a lot of us were either bullied or suffered narcissistic abuse growing up, because as I stated in a previous video, a lot of times narcissists sense our, strong sense of integrity and they want to destroy that because they see it as a threat to them because, our integrity and our intuition allows us to see right through people and see who they truly are. People that are being fake or putting on an act, we're usually the first ones to be able to see through it. And we typically have good memories and we're able to catch people in lies because people usually after a while can't keep their lies straight from what I found. So, like I said, if there's somebody you're interested in romantically, be yourself, try to talk to them one on one because we're terrible at small talk, especially in a group setting. And, we're more inclined to open up to somebody in a one on one setting. And people are more, in general, are more inclined to be, themselves and honest in a one on one setting because that group setting that sense to try to be like the leader of the pack or stand out in the group kicks in subconsciously for most people, if not everyone. My advice to people who may be interested in an INFJ, male or female, is well, try to talk to us alone so we feel comfortable. Find a topic that the INFJs interested in because we actually do. We're introverts, but we're the most extroverted of the introverts, and we love to engage in deep conversation. So if you can, like, get us past that 5-10 minutes of us stumbling, trying to make small talk and being really bad at it, and engage us in a topic that we're interested in, yeah, we'll sit and talk for hours, and the conversation will usually branch off into other topics that'll get deep. Like a conversation that starts, about politics, for example, will go to poetry, will go to philosophy, it'll go in all different directions and it'll flow naturally. It's just that first 5-10 minutes of awkwardness is, it's painful for us. We just don't like it. I don't know why, but it's like talking about the weather or like what you're eating for dinner. It's painful. So please help us break through that painful process. On a good note for people that are interested in INFJs is we are the most genuine and we don't know how to be fake really well. So we tend to just be ourselves because that's all we can do. Yeah. And as bad as we are at anything casual, we can't do casual in my fellow INFJs, we do have a skill that most don't possess. And I know it's not a fair trade off, but we are the best at long distance relationships. We are the best suited for them. ENFJs are right behind us, to be fair, but that's because, both types are very loyal and they crave that deep emotional connection. And it's difficult for us to find someone that we would feel we could have that deep connection with, you know, and to trust and open up with. So even with a long distance thing, if there is genuine feelings there and there's a future potentially between the two, INFJs and ENFJs too will be faithful. Also, that whole not being able to be intimate with somebody without emotions kicks in because I mean even if somebody throws themselves at you at a party while your boyfriend or girlfriend is long distance, yeah, we're not gonna do anything about it. We'll probably think that they weren't even hitting on us because we have a blind spot there. But we're not the type. We're the least likely types to cheat. And a lot of us at one point probably were cheated on. Even in a long distance relationship, maybe your girlfriend cheated on you with a professional hockey player. I'm just saying, but um, you have to just trust your intuition with it, INFJs. You can't overthink anything. You'll get into an ITI loop, and those are never fun, and they're hard to pull yourself out of, and drinking your way out of it doesn't work. I've tried. So just learn how to trust your intuition, be the main thing. In terms of love, it's frustrating, especially if you're younger. Like I said, it's very frustrating with the hookup culture. I know it was frustrating for me in college. That's why, if you find someone that best you can tell is what you're looking for, they probably are, and you should, probably take a shot because if you don't, we're not like most types, then maybe that girl will start dating someone else, and it might be a year until you find someone else that you're interested in because we're picky. It's also just how we are. If if there's any questions on this subject, leave the comments below. I just wanted to give a brief overview of this because I haven't found any videos on it in YouTube, and I know it's a topic I've seen, particularly younger male INFJs be frustrated with, especially in today's culture. And it's something that was frustrating for me in my younger years. So I hope this helped a little bit. And please continue to watching these videos. As I said, it's a work in progress. I'm just a guy with a cell phone and trying to make some videos on some topics that I think people need to hear. All right, so my next video is most likely going to be on baby boomer supremacism, what that is, what it means, and how it's strangling our society. And that more goes into the whole narcissism theme of this channel and not the INFJ stuff, but I will be alternating between the two. So thanks for anybody who took the time to listen to me ramble. Please leave your comments below, and I'll talk to you next time.